Presenting first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. 7 victories against 1 lone defeat. 4 of those victories coming by way of KO. From Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, Alma Ibarra. Across the ring in the red corner, wearing black with white lettering. 13 victories against 4 losses. 5 of those victories coming by way of KO. From Los Angeles, California, Maricela, la diva Cornejo.
Ok, chica, ya yo le dije las instrucciones. Ok, lady, you know the rules. Obey my command all the time. Obedezcan todos los comandos que le dé. Protect yourself all the time. Protéjanse en todo el tiempo. Felicidades en vez de la mujer. Muy orgullosa de que estén aquí peleando en este mes. So que sí.
Ibarra, a single mom. Her son, Elian, 7 years of age. She said that her son is her life. Everything that she does is to try to provide a better life for her son, and is extremely dedicated, has been through numerous trials and tribulations in her career. But here she is at the age of 32 in the ring against Cornejo, who really is active on social media. Cornejo is an author with the release of her first children's book, Annie Love. She's an aunt of 11 nieces and nephews. Very active on social media, has a all access 24/7, and really, as she said, kind of found her way into boxing. Wasn't part of the career path for her.
Yeah, she's a modern-day Renaissance woman. It's an interesting story. She said she only got into the sport to try to use it as a lift-off to Hollywood. She saw what Gina Carano did in MMA, what Ronda Rousey did, getting movie deals, but she fell in love with the sport, and in no time, guys, she became a world-class competitor. She's fought for a world title 3 times, losing a split decision in New Zealand, a majority decision in her last time out, coming so close to achieving that goal of being champion.
And the thing I liked hearing from Cornejo yesterday was, she says, I don't cheat on boxing. I put everything to the side when it's time to box. And you can tell, being in here tonight, she's moving around the ring. She's being a ring general. She's boxing and punching when she wants to, not engaging in a fight because Alma wants to. And she's doing a really good job. And on the other side, seeing Alma continue to push forward and try to make a fight, she's doing a really good job. Both of these women are.
Cornejo has learned the trade at the hands of Buddy McGirt.
She can, Cornejo, she can get out of the way. She's got to continue to punch when she gets out of the way. We'll see more of that when we get. We told stories that first round. You have to appreciate the stories of these women. But within that first round, with not talking about the boxing as much, what they were doing right now, you have to appreciate what they're doing. And Maricela is changing the game now. Now she's trying to, use her offense. She knows that first round she may have given away because of moving.
Very good pressure from Ibarra in that first frame. And guys, she may have had a short amateur career, but her first fight after giving birth to her son in the amateurs, she fought Clarissa Shields, your #1 pound-for-pound 3-division champion, lost by split decision. She said, I'd love to run that one back at the pro level.
Yep, and I love to see it.
Stay on that stick. Stay low, give me a 1-2.
Maricela has a good, straight, fast jab. She just has to make it more effective. She's popping it, pop it, but find Alba's face and start to score.
You can tell she's a natural athlete.
Yeah.
And you like to see her surge and really put some power punches together to stop that forward momentum of Ibarra.
There you go. There you go.
Hey. No. Vamos.
Go to it
See
with the
that?
double
These women
jab
listen.
right there,
They
Marty.
stop.
Stay
This
low.
time, stop.
You first, baby. You first. Keep sticking. That's it.
We mentioned
Cornejo wants her to be first.
Straight punches, Marty.
We mentioned Cornejo had been trained by the Hall of Famer Buddy McGirt and still is trained by him. Buddy did not make the trip, however. This one had a family emergency.
Follow it up with the right hand. Don't just throw the hook.
In times like that, it's like you're always pulling back on the training. You need, if when that's your coach, you need them here to speak on it now.
End of round 2. Round number 3 begins, scheduled for 8. Alma Ibarra in the white, Maricela Cornejo in the black.
Look, Ibarra's dictating the terms. It's not just very good pressure, but it's a sharp punching, accurate. She's really showing a better skill set early on.
And now not pushing forward as much, at least not yet, but combination punching right there. Every time Maricela tries to come in, she's gonna punch in combination. Alma is.
Yeah, I mean, Cornejo's corner has said to her, you got to be first, but it's Ibarra who is consistently first in this round. Right hand landed by Ibarra.
Big right hand there by Ibarra.
Well, while she's being held, she's keeping her hands free and working the body.
And that's what I thought Martinez should have did. I thought that he, even though he was being clinched and grabbed, he should have been trying to work and show that he is trying to be effective in fight. And Alma's got the right strategy so far. What they say when we're in the ring, if you're being clinched, they say your hands are free. And when Alma has a hand free, she's going to work it.
Ibarra has dictated the terms and been the sharper of the two, at least through 3.
Here's what's interesting. Cornejo fought for a world title against Franchon Cruz Dezern at 168 pounds. Fought Kelly Reese for a world title at 160. Yet Ibarra, the career welterweight, moving up to middleweight for this one, is out-muscling her. She's dictating, like we mentioned, all the turns. She's been the bigger puncher throughout.
And you know what? Listening to Cornejo's corner, I like what I heard Ivan say. He says, you have to be first. Stop waiting. When you wait on pressure forward.
Right hand scored by Ibarra. And what Cornejo is doing is the wrong thing. She was told to move the other way, and she's moving to her left. She was told to move to her right. And that's making her susceptible to these right hands.
A lot of pressure here from Alma.
And accurate pressure.
Yeah.
Cornejo's going to have to fight her way out of it.
Another overhand right.
Remember, Ibarra had 80 amateur fights. She's got a lot more experience. It's interesting, Sean, because you can instruct someone.
Yeah.
But, you know, then you get in there and the fists are flying, and we heard Cornejo's corner say, hey, you got to move to your right to get away from that right hand and then put a combination together. And in this round, she's moved to her left almost the entire time.
Yeah, and that's what I always say. More times than not, what you see a fighter do in the first or second early part of the fight, they're typically going to do near the middle or end of the fight if they didn't make any adjustments along the way. Because if those adjustments haven't been made, they won't be made.
Keep punching, keep punching.
Big round.
In 9 years, Bermudez hasn't lost in 7.
I'm looking forward to that one. Serrano's one of boxing's best-kept secrets, Sean. She just keeps adding hardware to her collection.
Yeah, every time I go to Brooklyn, that's all I hear about. Amanda Serrano. That's #1 against #1. It's going to be great.
How does Maricela Cornejo turn this fight around? You saw Steve Smoger's scorecard. He's got it in favor of Ibarra. I think anybody that watching would feel that Ibarra has won these rounds.
I like what Cornejo did starting this round. She's pushing forward, but there you go. Use your hands, not just the jab, though. Use that right hand as well.
Well, if you saw the last 10 seconds of the previous round, Cornejo spun Ibarra around into the corner, landed a very clean right hand. I think that gave her a lot of confidence going onto the stool between rounds.
And I feel she's shown the left so much and enough. Now start using that right. The right will land, but you got to get confidence to throw it. Alma's not going to do anything different. She's got her foot on the gas pedal. She likes her rhythm and her tempo of moving forward, combination punching. That's what Alma's going to continue to do.
Good right hand from Ibarra after forcing her into the corner. We asked Ibarra whether her 7-year-old son, Ilian, would be watching this fight. She laughed and said no. He tried one time from home. He ended up running upstairs, locking himself into the room. Did not want to see mom take the damage.
It's not easy to watch.
Although Cornejo has done better in this round, is she doing enough to actually win the round?
No, I don't think so.
5 in the books, scheduled for 8.
Most distant from what's actually happening, but that injury to Ward, Sean, one of the most gruesome I've seen in a boxing match.
I know this about Ward. Watching him yesterday in the fighter meetings, this kid, or the day before, this kid is confident. He doesn't have a worry. He knows what happened in that first fight. And he just wants to rectify what happened and then move forward. He knows, he's like, I know I'm going to beat Delgado. I just want to do it and then move forward.
Let's go, you're waiting, you're lazy.
Let's check in with Kern, who's got a report from both corners.
In the Cornejo corner, they're saying double and triple the right hand and move forward. Cornejo's coach saying, trust it, trust your right hand. In the Ibarra corner, they're happy with the pace. They want her to continue to work behind the jab. They feel like Cornejo is a sitting duck for the big right hand. But the biggest thing they're saying is don't increase the pace. They don't want Ibarra to gas out. They like this pace. Back to you guys.
That's kind of what I said. I said that Alma, she likes her pace, and she's going to stay right here and keep pushing forward. And I said that Maricela, she's got to trust that right hand that it's going to land. Let it go. Let it go.
Look, we're seeing good back and forth action here. Can I make an editorial statement? It's time boxing universally raises women's boxing up to 3-minute rounds, not 2-minute rounds. You see it in some select fights, but this, especially at the elite star level, I think girls get robbed, the women, of knockout attempts from not getting the full rounds in the action. Sean, why is that still an archaic thing?
Yeah, you know, I have no answer as to why the women are still fighting 2-minute rounds. However, what I do know is that these women have the same abilities that these men have, and if anything, do what the women want. If the women are petitioning to do 3-minute rounds, let's bump it up.
Was Cornejo busy enough in that round?
Lefts right there, she landed a good right hand and actually gave her that round.
Round number 7.
I loved everything I heard from Cornejo's corner. Throw combinations, stay low, and we need these rounds.
Yeah, I'm seeing the urgency. Cornejo has responded to what her corner asked her to do.
Yeah.
But is she moving her hands enough?
And I heard her say, all right, I got it. I want to, do you really have it? You know, she came out working accordingly, but she's got to keep it up. Coach said, don't get lazy on me. We can't afford to get lazy. We got 2-minute rounds.
Sometimes it comes down to who wants it more. Ibarra told us she expects this to be an action fight because they both have Mexican blood in them, but she says, I think the victory is more important to me and I want it a little bit more than she does.
Keep pushing her back. There you go. She's hurt, Marty. Go to her. She's hurt. Go. Let your hands go. Let your hands go.
Cornejo's corner
Come on, Marty.
screaming that they think she has Ibarra hurt,
No,
and to
step
let her
with
hands
it.
go and
Step
step
with
on
the
top of
jab.
her.
You first. Where's my right hand, baby? Where's my right hand? Little head movement. Little head movement. Go to her. Double jab, right hand.
I mean, by my count, that little short one jab from Cornejo was the first punch she threw in about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it was that far between, but Coach says, where's my right hand? And that, I believe, is the number one weapon for her at this point. She's shown the left so consistently through this fight. It's time for that right hand.
Again, it's Ibarra that presses the action.
Ibarra has also found a home for that looping right hand, and you're seeing that red blotch, a little bit of swelling on the left cheek of Cornejo.
Eighth and final round. Ibarra has kept the pressure on throughout the course of this fight. See Steve Smoger, his unofficial scorecard. He's got Ibarra comfortably in front, with Cornejo only winning one round on his card.
Big left hand there by Cornejo. Exchanging punches, too. Well, you know, I think that Alma has the right recipe. When you're going 2-minute rounds, it's all about punches and bunches. And you got to keep up a certain tempo and out-hustle your opponent. And that's what Alma's doing tonight. Every punch isn't landing. Every punch isn't crisp and eye-catching. But it's a high level, a high pace, and it's hard for Cornejo to contend with.
Come on, stick.
I don't want to see Cornejo necessarily get desperate, but I do want to see her sit down and let that right hand go.
I almost feel like she could close her eyes and throw it at this point, and it would land. You see that one right there almost sweep the face. It was very close to landing.
I mean, she's got to have a sense, right, that she's probably behind. I think she's going to probably look back, Cornejo, at this fight and say, man, there was just too many gaps where I didn't do something when there was an opportunity to let my hands go.
Oh, man. And you see now, she was circling to her right. This is what Coach asked for after the second round. And she's letting the right hand go now, and it's finally landing, but it's too late.
There's the bell to end it.
That's a great performance from Ibarra.
Yeah.
Great motor, attack. Really loved what I saw.
Yeah, no, great performance by her. Great attack. It wasn't reckless. It was smart.
Well, really good performance by Alma Ibarra and Maricela Cornejo. In the end, it was Ibarra who kept the pressure on over these 8 rounds and constantly pushed Cornejo back.
Here at El Albergue Olímpico in Salinas, Puerto Rico, we go to the scorecard to determine a winner. Judges Martinez and Stadel turn in identical scorecards of 79 to 73. And Judge Ruiz scores at 77 to 75. All in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. From Monterrey, Mexico, Alma Ibarra.
She said, I needed this win more, and I have to go out and take it. Single mom with a 7-year-old son back at home who can't bear to watch mom step in the ring. But there will be some very happy phone calls.
And I assure you, any man that's been through what she's been through would be feeling this exact same way right now. That's beautiful.
Familia, los amo.
She put in the work, and then emotion took over. What a performance. Congratulations to Alma. More boxing to come.
Doing great. Going great.
Fights.